In the mists of medieval legend lies one of history's most enduring mysteries, the Round Table of King Arthur. For over 1,000 years, this symbol of chivalry and equality has captured our collective imagination. But what lies beneath the layers of myth and romance? Today, we embark on a journey to separate historical fact from literary fiction, exploring the origins, evolution, and lasting significance of this legendary artifact. The earliest mentions of Arthur appear not in tales of round tables, but in Welsh chronicles and poems dating to the 6th century. The Annales Cambriae, or Welsh Annals, record a warrior named Arthur who fought at the Battle of Camlan around 537 CE. Yet conspicuously absent from these early accounts is any mention of a round table, or the elaborate court we associate with Arthurian legend. The Round Table first emerges in the work of the Norman poet Wace, writing in 1155. In his Roman De Brut, Wace describes Arthur creating a round table to prevent disputes over precedence among his knights. The circular design, he explains, meant no knight could claim a position of greater honor than another. This innovation addressed a practical concern of medieval courts, where seating arrangements were matters of life and death, quite literally determining one's status and influence. Archaeological evidence suggests that early medieval British kings did indeed hold court in round structures. Excavations at sites like Cadbury Castle in Somerset, long associated with the legendary Camelot, reveal circular foundations that could have served as great halls. These discoveries lend credence to the possibility that Arthur, if he existed, might have adopted such architectural innovations for diplomatic purposes. The legend reached its full flowering in the hands of French Romance writers. Chrétien de Troyes, writing in the late 12th century, transformed the Round Table from a piece of furniture into a symbol of spiritual quest and moral perfection. His successors added the mystical elements we recognize today: the Siege Perilous, a seat reserved for the knight pure enough to achieve the Holy Grail, and the notion that only the worthiest knights could join this exclusive fellowship. Yet the Round Table served purposes beyond mere storytelling. Medieval monarchs understood its political symbolism and sought to appropriate its power. Edward I of England created his own Round Table in 1284, likely as a prop for tournaments designed to reinforce his authority over Wales. The massive oak table, measuring 18 feet in diameter, still hangs in Winchester Castle today, though radiocarbon dating places its creation in the 13th century rather than Arthur's alleged 6th century reign. The Winchester Round Table reveals fascinating insights into medieval craftsmanship and political propaganda. Its 25 seats correspond to the number of Knights of the Round Table established in later Arthurian romances. The painted rose at its center and the figure of King Arthur bearing the features of Henry VIII demonstrate how successive English monarchs sought to link themselves with Arthurian legitimacy. The table's very existence suggests that medieval audiences believed so strongly in Arthur's reality that kings found it worthwhile to create physical props supporting the legend. Modern scholarship approaches the Round Table through multiple lenses. Historians examine it as a reflection of medieval social structures and aspirations. The Round Table concept emerged during a period when feudal hierarchies were becoming increasingly rigid, making its promise of equality among nobles particularly appealing. Literary scholars trace how different cultures adapted the legend to reflect their own values and concerns, from the chivalric ideals of French romance to the nationalistic ambitions of English chroniclers. Archaeological investigations continue to yield intriguing possibilities. Recent excavations at Tintagel, Arthur's legendary birthplace, have uncovered evidence of a wealthy 6th century settlement with connections to Mediterranean trade networks. While these findings cannot prove Arthur's existence, they demonstrate that the historical context for such a figure did exist in post-Roman Britain. The Round Table's influence extends far beyond medieval literature. It established templates for heroic fellowship that resonate in modern fiction, from Tolkien's Fellowship of the Ring to contemporary superhero teams. The idea that diverse individuals can unite around shared ideals while maintaining their individual identities has proven remarkably durable across centuries of cultural change. Perhaps the most profound truth about the Round Table lies not in its historical authenticity, but in its enduring power to inspire. Whether Arthur existed or not, whether a Round Table ever graced his hall, the legend embodies humanity's deepest aspirations for justice, equality, and noble purpose. In our search for the truth behind the legend, we discover that the most important truths are often those that transcend mere historical fact. The Round Table of King Arthur remains what it has always been, a mirror reflecting our highest hopes for leadership, fellowship, and moral purpose. In the end, that may be the greatest truth of all.